Amy.
Hey, Jack.
I'm gay.
Oh my god, that is so funny. I'm also gay. I was going to tell you.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
And you're listening to Dating Straight. Hey, Amy.
Hi, Jack.
Today, we have on the wonderful Sarah Schauer.
Hey guys.
One and only.
You are a multitude of things, dare I say. TikTok icon for one.
Mm-hmm.
Queer legend.
Hell
Number
yeah.
2. Number 3, non-binary hero. 4, talks about feminism, race, and politics in a funny way and consumable way. And we're so glad you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming to the roof.
Welcome to the roof.
Yeah. We tried to film this remote, and then I literally couldn't hear a single thing you were saying.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
Yeah. Here's a reenactment of it.
Uh,
and then I was going to shave my...
and then I was trying to nod along so that I could fake it.
Yeah.
And then I just simply couldn't.
We cracked.
Yeah.
So we're so glad you're here. If you want, you could still go...
Yeah.
But before we begin, make sure to rate 5 stars on the podcast app, please. And leave a sweet, sweet review. We always love to hear those. And then subscribe to our YouTube channel. And lastly, check out our Patreon. New episodes and live streams and other things every month. So,
Cool.
now that that's over with.
Okay, so we're going to do our weekly catch-up now.
Mm-hmm.
And I changed my catch-up since the last time we spoke. Last time it was all about my many, many crushes. But instead of that, I had somewhat of an emotional breakdown the other day, some would say.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you. I don't know if this is relatable to anyone. I don't think it's relatable to you, Jack, because you had a happy home growing up. But I was taught to question myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I brought that into my adult life. And so now that I'm noticing that that's not real or true, I have decided instead to question everything else. So I'm in the process of doing that. I'm
Nice.
learning everything for the first time ever.
Yeah.
So
What do you mean questioning yourself is not true?
what?
What do you mean questioning yourself is not true?
No. I was taught to question myself.
Oh.
I would be like, wait, this is real and happening. And then my family would be like, no,
Oh.
no, it's not. And don't worry about it. And then I'd be like, oh, fuck, what? Okay. And then, yeah, since then I've just been doing that. But now, that's just not even real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, got a little deeper than I thought it would. But
You're
I'm just
good.
decorating my room. I'm going to dye my hair now.
You are?
Yes.
What?
I want to do, you did the e-girl, this.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Do it.
Why did you stop doing that?
Just because I straighten the front of my hair the most, and if it's bleached, it's gonna fry the easiest. So it was getting weirdly short and thin.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just dyed it to so I wouldn't do it as much, and I could
Shit.
grow it out. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Do you
Well,
style your hair a
Incoming.
lot? Yeah.
yeah, I do, but oh well.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then short, that's kind of a vibe. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been through the bob before.
Oh my god. Yeah, I had a bob for a really long time. I didn't want to admit that it was a bob. I was like, it's trendy. It was a mom haircut.
Yeah.
And I got comments all the time saying that I looked like Lord Farquaad.
Oh.
So, but that's over.
That's in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Don't worry, it had no
happened.
effect on you,
No,
clearly.
no, absolutely. Totally
Um,
fine.
Well, my catch-up is that, I think I told you this already, but I read my family history. I'm trying to get citizenship in Austria, right? Because I don't trust
Yeah.
what's going on in America right now.
No.
I don't trust the system. I don't trust the government. And so I'm trying to get citizenship in Austria, and to do that, I have to do a bunch of family
Yeah.
history stuff. And I found out by reading my great aunt's memoir, she wrote down her whole life story, that my great great grandfather was bisexual.
So that's where you get it from.
Yeah. Oh, I get it from a lot, of places.
It's a
girl.
recessive gene.
Yeah, like maybe it's the dominant gene in my family.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's fucking gay. But, yeah, I mean, that was so exciting to be like, oh my God, someone's so
What did she say
old.
about it? Was she like,
She said that he told her that he was bisexual when she was in art school class. You know, like he
Yeah.
knew he
Love
could open up
that.
to her because she, and you know,
She was in
in art
art
school.
school.
Yeah. And then my parents told me that apparently she too, like one time, at a family gathering, they were about to take a picture, and then they said, they were like, say, or like be gay or something, like as like be
What?
happy or something.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
And she said, I am. And so now they're like, maybe she was actually gay too.
Yeah.
Why didn't she write that in her memoir?
Well, I mean, she also had a son out of wedlock, then married a gay man to cover it up.
Oh.
And then he figured out that he was in the will for his real dad who gave birth to him, and inherited a castle in France because of that.
Oh my God.
Wow.
My family is really strange. So I've been learning a lot about us.
That's kind of beautiful.
So that's my catch up.
That's really nice.
What about you?
Oh, what happened this week? I don't know. I didn't really do much. I
I
kind of just
actually
like.
do want to hear about the masturbating in the shower story.
Oh,
Now that
yeah.
we can actually hear it.
So this was last week, but last week I was masturbating in the shower, and I got too into it, so I stepped on the drain, and it started to fill up the shower with water, and I thought that was really fun. So I like got down on like all fours, and I got really into it, and I accidentally like horse kicked backwards, and then I like kicked the faucet, and so there's like this massive gash on the top of my foot.
Wow.
And I thought it was broken because it was just like blue for a solid week, but now there's just a big hole on the top of my foot. It'll be okay though. It'll be okay.
When's the last time you had your tetanus shot?
I don't know.
Okay. You might want to learn.
Well, it's not like a rusty nail. It's like a
Yeah.
silver faucet.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
Your
Yeah.
home where you reside. Yeah.
So you're not a vampire confirmed.
Yeah, I can take pictures in the mirror.
Yeah. And you can get cut by silver, right? Doesn't that
Mhm.
kill a vampire or something like that?
I think it's like shot through the heart with a silver bullet.
Okay, well,
You guys know too much about vampires.
That's only
Shot
one
through-
fact about vampires.
Yeah, there's like, it's like garlic, silver,
like wooden stakes.
steak.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not that kind of steak.
I guess it is too much information about vampires.
It's Twilight.
Well, I'm so glad that you were able to walk up here.
Thank
today.
you.
I didn't even notice.
Thanks.
No limp or anything. So
The walking stick.
No.
Yes.
You've recovered quite nicely.
Yeah.
So before we continue on to the meat of the episode, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors.
Thank you so much, Function of Beauty, for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. I mean, I get comments all day
Oh my
about
God.
how good my hair has been looking.
It does look really nice and shiny and
Oh my
healthy.
God, thank you.
I'll take my hat off so you
Oh,
can
yeah.
say the same thing.
Whoa.
What do you think?
Amazing. And I credit all of my length. I've been growing out my hair for a while, and Function of Beauty is totally helping me with that. So we've all got goals for 2021, whether it be school, career, diet, exercise, all the usual stuff. But have you thought about your hair goals for the year? Function of Beauty is the world leader in customizable beauty, offering precise formulations for your hair-specific needs. Here's how to get started. First, you take a quick but thorough quiz to tell them about your hair type, whether it be straight, wavy, curly, or coily, and hair goals such as lengthen, volumize, and oil control. Next, you choose your color and fragrance, or you can go fragrance and dye free, which is what I did.
I'm sorry. We're in a hair commercial right now. Are you?
Plus, subscribers get access to more exclusive colors and scents. Then, Function's team determines the perfect blend of ingredients, bottles your formula, and delivers it to you along with fun, seasonal stickers and all the instructions that you need.
And get this, there are over 54 trillion possible
Nice.
combinations, formulations for you. So yours is unique to you. And Function of Beauty has over 50,000 real 5-star reviews. including 50,002.
Yes, yes.
Every ingredient Functional Beauty uses is vegan and cruelty-free, and they never use sulfates or parabens, and you can also go completely silicone-free. And Functional Beauty offers completely personalized formulas for body and skincare as well, so you can customize your beauty routine from hair to toe. So never buy off the shelf just to be disappointed ever again. Go to functionofbeauty.com/dating to take the quiz and save 20% off your first order. That applies to their full range of customized hair, skin, and body products. Go to functionofbeauty.com/dating and let them know that we sent you, because cha-ching, please.
You better.
And get 20% off your order. functionofbeauty.com/dating.
Thanks, Function of Beauty. Also, thank you to Usual Wines for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. Usual Wines are wines for the modern drinker, just like you and I, baby.
Absolutely.
Each bottle is 6.3 ounces, which is a heavy pour, or about a glass and a half of wine. So there's going to be no more pouring wine down the sink when you don't want to finish the bottle. Because of the single serve format and bottle design, Usual is always fresh because... yes, we would only like to drink fresh wine from now on. The wines are low carb and have 0 grams of sugar. The Usual has a red blend, a rosé, and a sparkling white wine. They also have a Usual Spritz, which is a low alcohol, low calorie wine spritzer that's made of sparkling wine and guava juice. Yum.
Yum.
Like a White Claw for grown-ups. Each serving has just 83 calories.
And Usual wines are from world-class American viticultural areas. I'm not a scientist, but what I can tell you is that they come from places like Napa, Sonoma, Santa Barbara, and are made with minimal intervention, 0 sugar, and 0 additives. And I'm not a scientist, but I can tell you that it tastes really good. So go check out their website at www.usualwines.com and use our discount code DATING for $8 off your first order, and try your first glass on us.
Thanks, Usual. Okay, so I went on like a binge of all of your TikToks, and the one where you were like, okay, if you say I'm too old to be on this app, and then you fucking like wrecked my shit.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I feel so seen. But I think I was just doing it out of like, you know, because I feel like people comment like, aren't you too old to be here? And then I'm like, I internalize that, and I'm like, oh, you're fucking right.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're questioning everything.
Yeah.
yeah, for real.
Well, I think people who say you're too old to be on TikTok are like sorely mistaken, because social media has not gone away. YouTube has been around for like 10 years now. Like social media is not just a young person's thing anymore.
Right.
Everyone's going to be on social media, and like with the TikTok algorithm and like how much stuff it like shows you, like firsthand experiences of like Native people or like marginalized communities, or like especially during Black Lives Matter. If you weren't on TikTok, you're getting like half the information.
Right.
So the people who say that you're too old to be on it are probably only seeing like dances or something, and they're like projecting that on you.
Yeah.
But it's very much like an educational tool at this point. So if you're not there to enjoy it, at least be there to learn, you know, sort of thing. Yeah.
Interesting.
What did you grow up watching on YouTube?
I watched Rose and Rosie, and
Wow.
that's how I should have known, like, I was gay, but,
yeah. You watch like Super Kiss?
yeah, and
Like-
oh, fuck,
You
oh,
watch
crap.
like Daily Grace?
No, I just know that I watched those two. I'm blanking on everyone else's names.
Hannah Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaw.
Yeah.
Tyler Oakley?
Um,
We were big Tyler Oakley heads.
when he
over
was
here.
in that group of people.
The British people?
Yeah, the British people.
Okay. Yeah. Like the Zoella.
Yes.
What?
The Zoellas.
Why were we so obsessed with Zoella?
I think it's just like pretty people, you know? It's like why
Right.
are like it's just pretty people.
Yeah.
Right.
And accents, and I think it was almost like they were like the first like content house, you know, because like they were always all collabing. They
Yeah.
like knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
They were up to something.
And I had no idea. I was like, why do I like this so fucking much? But
Yeah.
I remember when Tyler Oakley did like his first Audible brand deal, and I didn't know what a brand deal was, and I was like, wow, he just loves this service. And then I signed up for Audible,
Yeah.
and not knowing that I was like on a gold membership or whatever,
Oh
and
my
then I was like
God.
paying them a fuck ton of money.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit. Yeah.
And all the comments back then used to be like, "You're selling out."
Oh yeah.
Remember that? Like,
Yeah.
and then there was
Yeah.
that time period where it was like, YouTubers convincing everyone, like, guys, this is what I have to do for my job.
Yeah.
That's true.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I know. But it was just weird that,
But like to have to
you
say
had
it.
to say that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
for
obvious
sure.
now.
No, yeah. Like, that's why I didn't do any brand deals on Vine. And all the comments, like, whenever you did them were just like, oh, you're selling out. So I was, like, too scared to make money, which is stupid.
That
Yeah.
is stupid.
Because it's been 5 years, and I don't know where any of those commenters are now.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
They're
Fuck them.
turning 16 next month.
Sweet 16.
Okay. So.
Wait, I want to know more about like what in Rose and Rose, because I watched Rose and Rosie too.
Yeah.
And then I met them, and I was like, wow, I fucking love you guys.
Yeah, I watched their, like, wedding. I don't know. I watched them, like, since, like, 2011. I'm blanking on, like, the actual videos.
Is it? I watched like literally from when they started, like when they first
Yeah.
moved in together. I feel like
Yeah.
now they're pregnant.
Oh
They
my
are?
God.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't caught up with them for, like, a couple years.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Rosie is
Get into it.
preggers.
Oh my gosh.
Congrats, ladies. Wow.
Oh.
I just like, I can't imagine having a baby.
No. Oh, I never want to be pregnant.
Never
Really?
in my life.
No.
Yeah.
The idea of, like,
Me
I
neither.
think pregnant people are cool, but, like, the idea of something growing inside my body, like, kind of repulses me. I mean, like, I love when people are pregnant. That's so cool for them. But, like, the idea of something inside me, it
That's
feels
so
like
cool for
alien.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Not-
be pregnant.
It's just like
Yeah.
not for me. And then like the whole
And then who is it for, if not for you?
that's so true. There's this YouTuber that we used to know who's like I think even younger than me. I'm
Mhm.
just turned 20. No, I didn't just turn 27. I'm 27 now.
Yeah.
And I think she's like 24, 25
Yeah.
and her and her wife are having a baby and I was like, wow, like am I immature? Like I'm
No.
renting,
Yeah.
not
that's all
having
you're
a baby.
doing.
Yeah. That's all I'm doing right now. Like I don't know. Do you want to get married at some point?
Oh, no, but I want to be divorced really bad.
Right.
I want to get, like, married and then, like, have a really horrible divorce. I want them to take all my money,
Why do you
and
want
I want it to scar me. Like, anytime they bring it up, I want to, like, just, like, have to get drunk or something. I can't talk about it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I love divorced people.
So you'll only get married for the divorce.
Yeah, so, like, if someone needs, like, a green card, I would, like, definitely marry them for, like, the certain amount of time allotted, and then, like, they
Yeah.
could do whatever the hell they wanted, and then we get divorced.
But you
But
want
you
have
want
to
them to
love
sue
them
you?
to then make the divorce horrible, right?
You're right. You're right. I haven't really thought that far into it.
It could be horrible if they take you for all you've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then you have to
And
like
then it'll
start
never
again.
make you want to get married again. And
Yes.
that's what you want.
Yes. I want to be like a divorcee, and I want to be like jaded and mean
Uh-huh.
and like chain smoke on the roof.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
But right now, you're not jaded.
No.
You're ready for love.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, look at those glasses. Those are very enticing and inviting.
Have you like dated during the pandemic?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I had my ex-girlfriend and I dated, but we were long distance, so
Uh-huh.
like she didn't want to go outside like at all.
Right.
So it was more, she literally lived in like Burbank, but we didn't see each other for months at a time.
Wait,
So it
and
was
you
long
lived in
distance
LA?
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Whoa,
But
interesting.
yeah,
She wouldn't
so
like see you outside, socially distanced.
yeah, I would like drive by her house and sit in the driveway, but like
Whoa.
that's pretty much what I mean by like dated during the pandemic.
Right.
Yeah.
How long did you do that for?
Oh, like 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah. She's a very nice person though.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just like didn't work out.
It was a scary time. Like,
Yeah.
I totally understand. You're queer.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank
Really
you.
That's
excited
really wonderful.
for
yeah.
you and us. All of
Oh
us.
my God,
Really
yeah.
exciting.
Thanks.
You came out recently as gay from bi? Question mark?
Yeah, but like the only reason why I felt like I had to do that is because like people get mad at me on the internet so often. Last summer I talked about like something that was supposedly only lesbian issues, and every single like, oh, they're gonna be mad at me again. But like they're like, you can't say that you're masc or femme if you're not a lesbian.
Wait.
What?
And I
Maybe we
No,
should
that's
get
not
mad at them.
all true.
No,
That's
I
not
know,
at
but
all true.
enough people yelled at me on Twitter and made me feel stupid for like my bad take on like masc
What?
and femme. And so like I was like in like a spiral for like a solid week because I didn't know. And then also like the only reason why I felt like I had to say that I was like lesbian as opposed to like bis, because I wanted to talk about certain things, and it like literally all the people online were like, you can't talk about this unless you're a lesbian.
What?
Interesting.
Yeah, and I was like, but like I mean I realized
That's
as a
stupid.
yeah, as a lesbian there are lesbian specific issues, but like if you're talking about like, is it sapphics or saphics? Sapphics.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
You know, like bisexual women, like lesbians, like non-binary people, like AFAB people, and you're like a woman.
I've never heard that word before.
Really?
No.
Never.
I just had to come out like that because like literally, oh my gosh, people were mad at me for being bi.
That is so crazy.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Also, dare I even say, maybe I'm wrong, you could be a masc straight woman. Even,
Yeah,
or a
yeah.
femme straight man.
I'm not gonna go into that because they said they like.
Well,
I didn't know that masc and femme were like these offensive words that we can't speak unless we're lesbian.
Well, the thing is like it's not offensive. It's like my issue is like, so like there are obviously like slurs that like only specific people should say.
Right.
But like this is like an identifier people use to help navigate a certain community or like their, you know, who they are.
Yeah.
So like to say that people can't like identify in that way when it helps them like realize who they are more is
Yeah.
kind of like counterproductive.
yeah.
For
You know,
sure.
and also like, it just, I don't know, it seems weird to gatekeep terms that help people with their identity, you know, that doesn't even hurt them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And things
Damn.
that maybe they are even being called as well,
Mhm.
possibly.
Yeah.
Like, if someone were calling you masc, but you weren't allowed to say it, then that's just like, it's almost like it could be offensive. Like, people might be saying it rudely to you, but you couldn't reclaim it or something
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's so interesting. I deleted Twitter because I tweeted something about how like it's so annoying. I tweeted something about how like Jojo Siwa is the new Ellen, but I didn't mean it. Obviously, Ellen is trash.
Yeah.
But I meant it in like the, you know, mainstream lesbian. Well, I don't know how Jojo Siwa identifies. Queer
Like, is going to have a talk show.
person.
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah. So
And, like, always
that's why
positive.
I deleted
Yeah.
Twitter.
They just take it so wrong.
I know. I know. I feel like unless I'm saying actually something bad, then just leave me alone. But also, I'm really bad at getting criticism.
Yeah.
I feel like I'll just go into a deep fucking hole and just like shit all over myself for the rest of the week.
No, yeah, like, I get that. Like, on my Would You Rather YouTube video, it's like, would you rather write Twilight or write all the Nickelback songs?
Right.
And I said I'd rather write Twilight, and I had to put, like, the disclaimer in there. I don't want to be Stephanie Myers, because she said something racist. But I knew that people in my comment section would be like, oh, so you want to be racist?
No.
I'd be like, I want to write Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, but what about this? It's annoying.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. We're always going to be wrong and we're always going to be right, like no matter what. So I'm trying to just not care what people say, but that's impossible.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, the internet.
Yeah.
We're just, like, dealing with trauma of the internet.
Yeah,
I'm
for
just
real. Like,
hmm.
how do we stay mentally healthy? Okay, so we actually talk a lot about mental health on this podcast. And you talk a lot about mental health as well.
Yeah.
And I want to know what, like, changes do you see in your own mental health now that hundreds of thousands of people are watching you?
My mental health before, I was just a basic sorority person. Really had no thoughts behind my eyes. Like, I was an idiot. And then, like, when I got on the internet, I think it's like, okay, it's weird because, like, oh no, that's too much information. When I started on Vine, I had like a really bad eating disorder. I don't know if this is triggering. And so I started to gain weight, and everyone started commenting on how fat I was getting.
Oh my
So it was
God.
thousands of comments on, like, and I was like, that's kind of the point. So that disturbed me deeply.
Yeah.
And then when Vine died, I went to Twitter, and that's a horrible decision. And like Twitter, just like I like tweeted jokes, and then I went to YouTube and TikTok, and I think the most toxic audience is probably TikTok. Like,
Really?
I love my consistent, like, people who follow me, but the people who find me are just like, this person's not funny or something like that, and I go to their page and they're like just filming worms.
Right.
And I'm like, what do you know? Like, what do you know? But I think my mental health is consistently bad, but I'm trying to work on it. I have a therapist now and a psychiatrist.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah. Double fisting.
trouble.
Trouble.
But
I
yeah.
love therapy.
That's good.
Yeah, that
Taking
is
steps.
good. Wait, can I hear more about your sorority experience? I don't know anything about sororities because I grew up in Australia. We don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Okay.
know from movies.
I was
Sounds
in.
funny.
I went to school in Virginia, and that's like a southern school, and like I was in Alpha Phi, and I was just like really blonde, really tan, very thin. I don't know. I got drunk a lot. They say it's paying for your friends, but there's a couple of girls that I would like, risk my life for. The other ones, I don't know, not so much. But I did get kicked out for like not being able to afford it eventually.
Oh my, you couldn't pay your dues? That's
Yeah.
so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
I
also
don't know
like,
anything about that.
so you have to pay, but usually like, so at big schools like UCLA, there's like sorority houses, and that's what you're paying for is like the rent and like it's like upkeep with like an organization or a sport. You always have to pay dues to like keep the thing going.
Yeah.
But this is funny. My school was way too close to a military base, so any house where more than 7 women live together, they're not related, it's considered a brothel. Yeah.
Really?
So-
I've heard of that before.
We couldn't have sorority houses, so our dues just went to like maintaining the chapter and stuff like that.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that really
Well, then
misogynistic?
what's the point of having a sorority?
If
If you can't live and party.
you get the
like
cool
it's-
shirts.
Yeah.
But
You
it's,
get the invite, the party invite.
it's weird because like that's such a misogynistic law because it doesn't apply to men.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so
Yeah.
they can have like however many men they want.
And it's
Yeah.
not
And
gay.
It's not a
I mean,
brothel.
like-
It's fucked up. I think they should both be brothels.
Yeah.
yeah. What's wrong with a man brothel?
Men have sex.
You-
They do?
Yeah, I would know.
What are you talking about? I don't know anything about that. When were
I
you?
love
Did you know you were gay in your sorority?
No, I was raised super Christian, so I never really thought it was an option. I did watch like
Right.
Rose and Rosie, and like every time I watched Stick It, I'd get really wet.
Oh
but
my
like,
God.
To like clear your search history?
yeah, so I was like, but like I didn't know that girls or like people could be like gay. Like I know that men were gay, but I thought that was like an accident. And so
Wow.
then like when I got on Vine and then like slowly getting more on the internet, that's when I realized I liked girls. Yeah.
For sure.
And then I realized I never had fun like dating men. You ever like date a shit ton of dudes and you're like, oh my god, I hated all of you. Well,
100%,
actually,
100%.
no. A lot of the dudes I liked were very nice dudes, but I didn't enjoy it.
That's so relatable. In
Mhm.
high school, I like made out with every single boy
Yeah.
in my whole high school because it was just like something to do. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't feel anything.
Mhm.
And then I started having sex with women, and I was like, no fucking way. That's everything.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
So you didn't have like the 13-year-old moment where you'd look in the mirror and be like, you're gay.
No, because it didn't even cross my mind. I just thought like, I like Stick It. You know, I didn't really like.
My favorite movie. Yeah.
Nothing more to it.
I thought because I've also like consistently taken antidepressants all my life, so like it's hard to get like aroused. So I just thought that was gonna be my life forever. Yeah.
Devastating.
But it wasn't the antidepressant.
No, it was just I didn't give a shit. So
Did you ever have boyfriends?
yeah, I had like a lot of boyfriends, and then I
Wow.
like, got hooked up with a lot of people. I was also in a sorority, so
Yeah. It's
So that's
bound
like
to
what you
happen.
do.
yeah.
That's what you pay for.
You
What?
look like is this weird? You look like Justin Timberlake if he was gay.
Everyone tells me that.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone always says that. Or they say Daniel Radcliffe, which I don't really see.
No.
And then,
I don't see JT.
yeah, people always say JT.
Wow.
You do.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
I guess so. I've never thought he was hot.
Okay.
But maybe,
So never
but
mind.
maybe that's because, like, why would I ever be attracted to myself,
No.
Well, no.
Yeah, isn't that like the point?
I
To,
don't
like,
know.
be
Well-
obsessed with yourself.
Well, what now? Who do you guys look like?
Yeah. Who do I look like?
Lord Farquaad.
Oh my God.
No,
that-
I'm trying to
They
think.
hit you where
I'm not
they hit you where it
sure.
hurts.
What?
Well,
I
it
said
doesn't
They
hurt.
hit you where it hurts.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
No, people tell me I look like Florence Pugh if she was the candle that had
Oh.
melted.
Oh.
You were a candle
That
Yes.
is fucked up.
melted?
Like if I was like the Madame Tussauds version of Florence Pugh.
Oh my God.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to think. I don't know. It'll come to me later, and I'll just send it to you, and then you can say yes or no.
For who I look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, please do.
Because you do look like someone.
Who is it?
I don't know, but I know you look like someone.
Right? I told her before you got here that she looks like a model that's a total bitch. And I'm trying to
You
think.
said that I look cunty.
Cunty, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe like Kendall Jenner-y? No, I don't know.
Okay. Thanks, honey, but come on.
Maybe
Kate
like
Moss.
Gigi
like-
Hadid.
Yeah, I get that all the time. They're always like, you look just like Kendall. It's crazy. Yeah.
Kendall Jenner.
Oh my god, is that Kendall Jenner?
Yeah, people stop me in the street and they're like, are you Kendall? And I'm like,
I want to know, did you have a Wattpad?
Oh, yeah. You said something once about that you might have a Wattpad.
I do.
You still do?
Yes, I do. But
What
I don't
kind?
tell anyone about it. I write a lot of Chris Angel fan fiction.
Chris Angel?
Chris Angel the magician. I love magicians.
Really?
Yeah. It's really gross, but I like to keep those lives separate. It's very much a Hannah Montana situation.
You take off your wig and
Yeah,
then you
I
write
know.
on Wattpad.
I put on a wig to tweet. No, but yeah,
you
I
take,
write.
like your rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah.
Time to get to work.
No, I love writing stuff about Chris Angel because he's just like weird as shit.
Well, now, like, how many people on Wattpad are writing about Chris Angel? Like, I think
I
you
can't
can
be
find it.
specific because it's a very tight-knit community,
Uh-huh.
and you could easily narrow it down.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
I think that's all I'll say.
Do you have many readers?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think that they maybe know that it's you?
Maybe like a couple, but I don't think that they know it's me. I was a writer like when Vine ended. I'm a copywriter, so
Uh-huh.
like I wrote for like Denny's, like Twitter, Tumblr. I wrote for like a lot of different brands.
Really?
Cool.
And so like I also started just like writing like fan fiction shit. And so then that got pretty big and like on itself. So it's kind of like fun to like have separate personas.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's the love interest? And
I can't say because it's too specific.
Okay, you're right.
said no further
Anonymity
questions.
is important. I understand, but I'm gonna do some research.
Okay.
I also want to know, are you a theater kid?
Yes, I did theater in high school, and I was a theater kid. Were you guys a theater kids?
Absolutely not.
I was in elementary school.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
I was
my
the
trauma
lead.
from other places.
Oh.
I was the lead in the Scooby-Doo play at my. Well, actually, I was the villain.
What?
In like 4th grade, and then also I was Ron Weasley in Harry Potter one that we did. Yep.
Why have I
Nice.
never heard about this?
I mean, I was literally 8.
Okay.
Maybe I was 10. Maybe I was 11. But yeah, I mean, I have a lot of
What's-
theatrics up my sleeve.
Did you have like a crazy theater teacher? Because I was watching your video where you were like reading everyone's terrible experiences
Yeah.
in theater.
Well, I think my theater teacher had a couple favorites. Like, they got cast and everything. Usually in theater, like, the seniors get to, like, the pick of, like, the best roles because, like, they've been through theater all 4 years. But she
Right.
consistently chose the same people every time. Oh, my gosh. I don't know if she watched. Why would she ever watch my stuff? But, like, she
Like,
was
how
just-
would she ever find this?
I don't know. They were just annoying kids. Theater kids are either, like, really weirdly cool or just straight up weirdos.
Totally.
For
Yeah.
I
sure.
completely
And what are
agree.
you?
Straight up weirdo.
Right.
And what part of you is that weirdo?
Oh.
I guess.
I think, like, since I look normal, a lot of people think I'm normal, but it's just, like, that sounds so stupid to say. I was going to say that sounds so gay to say. Like, I'm just a weirdo. I don't know.
We'll take your word for it.
Thank you.
You also are going back to college.
I missed the deadline by, like, a week,
Oh.
so I
Nice,
have to
nice.
wait a bit. But my last semester, my senior year of college, I, like, didn't show up to any of my finals. But, like,
Why?
when I had a mental breakdown.
Okay.
But the results, like everyone's grades got back after they walked for the ceremony. So I walked, but like I didn't actually graduate. So I just have to take 5 finals. Well, I guess I have to take 5 classes now. So I was gonna go to like UCLA or USC. And Brittany's trying to pursue like grad school for like Spanish. So I was gonna ask her
Really?
if we could go to college together.
That would be so
you should
cute.
start a sorority.
Oh my god.
I can't as like as a senior.
So you identify as non-binary, is that
Yes.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Take us through that process of figuring that out? And
Okay, let me think about this. Okay, so the pandemic obviously gives you like a lot of time to reflect,
yeah.
you know, sort of thing. And I can't really explain it, but I did make a TikTok on it one time where I explained what it means to be like non-binary. I don't know. It's just like I'm very detached from being a woman. Obviously, I can be feminine sometimes, but oftentimes I don't really feel like a woman. And I know that's like so stupid, but it's like
Stupid.
the feeling that I feel towards my gender is like when you've worked at a place a really long time, but your boss sucks, but you love your coworkers. And so one day you work up the courage to quit. And, you know, you see them posting on social media, so you're like, oh, I want to go back and I want to see them. So you go back and see them, and you're talking, and everything's great, but then after a couple minutes, they start talking about jokes that you have never heard, or, like, about things that you didn't know about.
Right.
And so, like, you look around and you realize, oh, my God, I shouldn't be here anymore. You know, like, this is not my, because it's very familiar, but after a while, it's, like, a liminal space. You know, it's like an abandoned mall where you just feel like something was here, but now it's not.
No longer serves you.
Yeah, and that's how I very much feel about like being, being a woman, I guess. Like I do like binders and that sort of thing. I don't know if I'd ever get like top surgery, but sometimes I'll like look down and just like things that I see like don't make sense, or like sometimes they do. I don't know how to explain it.
Right.
I just don't feel attached to being a woman as it's like an old job, and I like to visit.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with visiting that too.
Yeah.
You know.
So it was the pandemic. Like, what did you learn about yourself in 2020?
I'm like not as like of a hard person as I thought I was, because like I don't know, I'm very much like I'm very sensitive, I guess. I learned that way too much. I learned I'm an alcoholic. I learned like I'm not, that's not a joke, I go to AA now, but like trying to think what else I learned. I'm not mentally well, and it's not going to serve me if I don't even try to like maintain it, because like at this point, you know, my frontal lobe is fully developed, so if I don't attempt to like help myself, I will just live like this forever. Right. So I'd rather suffer and help myself than just like straight up live a horrible existence. So I think that's what I learned during the pandemic.
Yeah, gotta put in hard work.
Yeah.
Therapy is hard work.
It's so hard opening up to people, because like anytime anyone asks me like a serious question, I'll cry, but it's not because I'm sad.
Too. Oh my God, it's because I'm like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're like, how are you feeling? And just like that sort of thing, like no one asked me that. And my parents never spoke to me unless it was like, unless it was very important. So I had to make sure everything I said was about to be very important, or I couldn't speak at all. Right. So anytime someone talks to me about minor stuff or things that I like care about, it makes me cry because I'm not used to it.
Wait.
Well, what do you care about?
Same.
Don't do that. I start crying.
Sorry.
We actually filmed a podcast the other day, and I cried so much that we have to refilm it.
Oh.
No, but it's not even like because I'm sad. I think that mostly I cry when I'm like uncomfortable or having a deep conversation, because my parents are also like, they don't talk about serious topics ever.
Yeah.
It's like very only fun or like surface level. And then, so I just grew up like not talking about serious stuff at all. And so now to talk about serious stuff, I'm like very weepy about it.
Yeah.
So that's so relatable.
Many realizations.
Yeah, 2020 like rocked my fucking shit.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. A lot of time alone. Yeah. Did you and Brittany live together like while the pandemic started?
Yeah, we moved here in November of 2019, and we've been roommates in 2 places now. We live together still, but during the entire pandemic we lived together. We just like filmed videos and TikToks, and it was really nice because like our job is online. I felt so nice.
I'm sorry, the sun is like right there, so and I figured they could still see my face.
But yeah, we just kind of stayed inside for an entire year.
Yeah. And it's going to be like an entire 2 years.
Yep.
Well.
Cool. I'm in CODA, which is kind of, it's like the same steps as AA, but it's for Codependency Anonymous. And that's just because like that's how I was taught about love growing up, is to be like very toxically codependent. Even if someone's like being really toxic, you still have to love them anyway. So I took that into my adult life. Anyway, so I don't want to have that trait anymore. But because it is so spiritual, how do you
The
deal
12-step
with that?
program is spiritual.
Yeah,
it has like God.
Yeah,
you
so
have to like put over your issues to like a higher power.
yeah. Well, like, so I'm in AA, which is not quite anonymous anymore. But like I just started it, and I'm already like noticing like there's like Bible verses or like some like Christian influences, and that makes me uncomfortable just because I don't like, I was raised super Christian, like Southern Baptist, and I don't want that. So I'm looking for like, I'm blanking on the program for, it's like all women or like, but it's for alcoholics, so I was gonna join it. I hate like having addiction issues on the internet because anytime you say like I'm getting help for them and you slip up a little bit or something, people just like they want like a gotcha moment. But I'm like, have you ever talked to an addict? That is like the worst way to like help them, and you're like, it doesn't help them at all.
For sure.
You know. So I'm just
don't have to talk about this all.
Oh no, it's perfectly fine. I talk about it like all the time. It's supposed to be anonymous, and I'm like, you know, live streaming during a session. But no, I'm kidding. No,
Okay.
Here's the team.
Yeah.
No, these people want to remain anonymous. I'm so stupid. Every time you go into like a live, like not a live, but like a meeting, it's like on like Zoom or something, and I always put my full name, and I'm like, God damn it, it's supposed to be anonymous, and then I'm just like talking about it on Instagram, so I'm an idiot. Yeah.
Well, then maybe.
Well, I
This
think you
isn't the
just have to
program
keep
for
them
you.
anonymous. Like if you
Yeah.
want to talk about it,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
go
yeah.
for it.
What I love about it is there's so many people like there for court.
For caught?
Yeah, like because it's like you have to go to AA if you like get like a DUI.
Oh.
So like, it's just like all the people with their cameras off are usually people there for court.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I want to get to know them. What's their story? Because you have to have like someone like sign a slip or like write an email that you attended.
Right.
So I just want to like hear what they have to say, but obviously that defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Sarah, do you think this was a little deeper than what you thought dating straight was going to be?
Not really. No. I mean, like gay people ask hard questions.
That's true.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
We try to.
Yeah.
If the people want to watch your content, where can they find you?
You can watch my YouTube, it's Sarah Schauer, or my TikTok is Sarah Schauer, or my Instagram is Sarah Schauer. And my Twitter is Chris Angel Fan for Life. Weirdly enough. No, it's not. It's Sarah Schauer. They're all Sarah Schauer.
Oh,
But yeah.
hell yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks for listening. I'm Amy Oddman.
I'm Jack Dodge, and this is Dating Straight.
See you next Tuesday.
Don't need
Bye.
that. We could be broken hearted lovers.